This video comes out of a situation that we just experienced.
The same parts that were sourced in China, they wanted to see if they could be made competitively in Texas for delivery in Texas.
So we submitted our price and they said China was way cheaper than you. And you guys know we're all about competing with China, bringing it here, making it here in Texas. It was a huge blow to our confidence. So we're scratching our head. What did we do wrong? Went back over the quote, and then we noticed that the price that they were comparing us against, it was EXW China.
EXW just means where it ships from. EXW laser weld would be Katy, Texas. EXW China is wherever the factory is in China.
So a lot of times when you're being quoted to manufacture a product, you're quoting the part price. But at the end of the day, what the customer is paying is the total cost of ownership. So that's part plus tariff plus shipping plus cost of inventory, and plus days in transit. Quite often, you never see that total cost of ownership. We quoted the part EXW versus EXW, but there is a big difference between the cost to get a part EXW China to Texas than get a part from Texas to Texas.
We decided to recreate the whole cost structure of getting a price from EXW China and EXW Katy, and to compare the prices. So it was very educational to us. And then what we discovered is that most all companies don't really do this, or they may not even know how to do it, because it's actually pretty complicated.
And we actually, for our own usage, we had to put together a spreadsheet. Now, disclaimer, this spreadsheet was accurate to the day that we made it, and with all the changes in tariffs, so it can be updated to the current status, but this was accurate when we made it. For a little bit of background, we've been manufacturing for over 30 years here in Houston, Texas, and a lot of the products that we produce here have traditionally been made in China or Mexico. With all that said, we can jump straight into the spreadsheet, and keep in mind this is a real part. This was laser cut, welded, and painted. So we spent all this time, stressing over it down to the pound, shaving our margins as low as possible, because this is a big package. It was about 400,000 pounds of material. And for us, if you add more material, more weight, you're able to get other efficiencies. You can go straight to the mill. So it's a really good package. We really wanted it. So after all that stressing, we submitted a price of $371. And we were real confident that we were going to get it. The customer came back and said, hey, you're way high. We're getting it for $181 EXW China.
Initially, that seems like a big blow. It's like, this is insurmountable, EXW to EXW, and the difference is what, like 190? We're double their price.
And at that point, part of me felt like giving up, and then I'm like, how do we go and put all this stuff on YouTube that, competing with China, and we're double the price? But we decided to look at it again, and that's why we built the spreadsheet. If you have the cost and you have the weight, you have something to work with. So here's our 371. Here's the weight of the part, 177 pounds. And here's the Chinese cost of 181. So with that, could you start walking us through the process of getting it from China to Texas?
Okay, so here's where you get a variety of different things. So when you figure out a heavy steel part, you're gonna make weight in a shipping container. And if you adjust for the dunnage, for the pallets, the wood, you'll end up, if you're fully loaded, with about 36,000 pounds of parts.
Of parts
In that shipping container. So by using AI and everything, there's a lot of information available, and then we got the average cost of high volume shipping containers from China to the Port of LA. So
Port of LA.
$3,500 for the full container.
And that's really important you said the average, because this is not the highest, this is not the lowest, this was like the average across the board.
Yeah, so wherever we've done that, where we're given a range, we usually pick the middle. So there's an origin charge of $450 per container, and then if a container is coming from China, we didn't know that, if you come in through the Port of LA, you're gonna pay $650 for that container. Okay?
So this $450 is charged in China at the port, so that's getting the container to the port and then all of their fees at the port themselves. Once it arrives here, we have the additional $650 in LA.
And then we did a study of all of the tariffs. We don't have them listed here individually, but at the time we did this, before the Supreme Court ruling, the total, when you added them all up for a product, heavy steel product for that category class, coming from China, the total tariffs were 88%.
So that's right here.
Okay, and then there's a processing fee per container, $34. Like you can notice, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here because this is guerrilla warfare in manufacturing, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Now we've got this part, but it's in LA, and you got to get that shipping container to Texas, Central Texas. So we're talking about $350 per mile. The distance is approximately almost 1,400 miles. So the trucking cost from the Port of LA for that shipping container to the customer site is $4,830.
This is also a complication, is that shipping, trucking, containers are by weight. Tariff is on the price of the part. So you have two totally different categories.
Correct.
The tariff goes against the price, and the trucking and logistics is based off the weight.
Weight and load.
Weight and load.
So the transportation cost on this part from China is 26 cents per pound to get it from LA to the factory.
Yep.
Okay. The cost to get it from Katy to the factory is 2 cents.
Yep.
And we know that for an absolute fact because we own the trucking company. We're vertically integrated,
Yep.
right? So we charge 2 cents for that load per pound, and it works.
So now we have a good breakdown of our cost. So as we're going down, we have $3,500 in ocean freight, zero in Texas. Origin charge, $450, zero in Texas. U.S. port fees, $650, zero in Texas. Tariffs, nothing. So the China, at the time of making this video, total tariff of 88%, Texas, zero. So you can see it's, it starts to break down. Port to dock distance, miles, 1,380 versus 200. Trucking cost, $4,830 versus 700. So you can see that we're starting to have major differences in cost. With all that, let's drop it down. So remember, Ex-Works cost China, $181. Ex-Works cost Texas, $371. Weight of the part, 177 pounds. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. So, Ex-Works China, to get it to the final destination, is $386.81. Texas, to get it delivered to the customer, is $374.44. We made it. We're a lot closer. So we were $190 higher than their cost, and now we're down, much closer. We're almost there. So that is just freight tariff cost.
So we also have here a cost of holding inventory. So if you're buying your product from overseas, longer lead time always results in more dollars in inventory that you're holding. If you don't have your pockets full of money, you're going to have to borrow that money, and it'll cost you about 1% for 40 days or so.
Okay.
So that's where we put here. So the cost of money for that part is $3.87, just the cost of money to hold that inventory.
So just holding inventory is
Okay,
costing them $3.87 a part.
And that's a real cost.
So when we add all of it up,
Drum roll, please.
the final cost from China, this is total cost of ownership.
Yes.
As best as we can figure it,
Yes.
was at $390.68.
And in Texas?
And in Texas, $374.44. So China, believe it or not, is actually $16.24 more expensive than made in America, made in Texas.
And then this is a tactic that we would recommend. We used it and it didn't blow up in our face. We actually submitted the calculation with the quotation.
Yep.
So we said, hey, this is our price, $371. This is your price in China, because they shared that with us. And but at your dock, our price is $374.44. Chinese prices are $390.68. And fortunately, the calculator was very well received. It didn't offend anybody, and they were just surprised at the difference between Ex-Works and loading dock at your customer.
Yeah. And again, this is a very hard calculation to make, and some of these buyers at major companies, they may be handling hundreds of parts or thousands of parts. And when you're talking about heavy steel, commercial goods with high volume, this can make or break a product line, a supplier, and it makes a huge difference on the delivered price, the total cost of ownership for the part. Maybe not, if you're ordering inflatables or chopsticks or coffee mugs, but when you're talking about heavy steel parts, this can make or break a product. And at the end of the day, made in Texas was $16 cheaper than made in China.
In the first comments, we'll put an Excel spreadsheet that you can use to make the same calculation as we did. You'll just have to change Texas for your state, and then the weight of the part and the Ex-Works costs, and it will give you a calculation and estimate. And please be careful, go back, research your shipping costs and your tariffs to make sure that they're up to date. But at least that'll help give you and your customer an educated, fair look, balanced playing field to which is better.
Yes.
Made in Texas or made in China.
Yeah, absolutely. And after looking at this, one of the worst things that you can do is just prepare your quote and submit it, and whatever happens, happens. You have to understand your prices, understand your competition, grab the bull by the horns, and let's make America manufacture again.